Well, guys, crypto is being crypto again, it looks like. If you're anyone that hasn't been living under a rock the last few days, you obviously know how much crypto is pumping right now. It's literally insane. But for those who have been around for a bull run before, you know exactly the type of feeling we're going through right now. This is only the beginning, and I'm really happy to hear a lot of you in the Discord and also messaging me privately. It'd be the people that have paid for a one-on-one consult or just people I've been helping over time. You guys have been messaging me with results after results after results, and I'm so happy to know that this is only the beginning. But I get it. Kyron, what are 10 explosive altcoins to get now before the bull run really kicks off? Now, some of these altcoins, look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been literally screaming at you for a long time now, and some of the results the last few days here are going to prove to you exactly why it's so important that you pay attention to why we look for the altcoins we do based on the speculation environment for 2025. Gone are the, sort of the, I guess, details that we used to look at, right down to the nitty-gritty sort of stuff. While that's important for future, 2025, well, most influencers named as fundamentals are more important than anything else. I'm going to show you why in just a second. So I guess the question stands, what is the first altcoin on today's list? And that is Solana. Now, I'm going to start right into the high side of things and then make my way down to the smaller caps on this list. So from very high cap to low cap. And the reason why I'm going to show you Solana and all of these altcoins with the 1 year chart opened up is because I want you to visualize, while it can be kind of a difficult situation to be in, right? You're someone who's wanting to go into Solana. Maybe you've been DCAing for months and years now. Maybe you're someone who still has a little bit more to go, but you just don't have the capital, right? And you're looking on the monthly and you're thinking to yourself, my God, this is shocking, right? It was down to like, what, $18, $16 at some points, right? And now I'm over here looking at $31. Are you kidding me? Guys, I implore you, please, click the 1 year and you will be a little bit happier about things. We opened up this year at basically prices that we hadn't seen for years and years before across the whole entire market, right? So what we're looking at here is, again, the low of the lows, right? Way down here at $9 for Solana. What a time to be picking that up back then, sure. Now, while it's never good to buy on the green days, and I definitely stand by that, it is still one thing to go, okay, we are quite low. And some of the other altcoins on this list, you're going to consider yourself, well, in the last 7 days, 1 month, we're considerably up, but we are considerably down on the 12-month. Let me show you what we're talking about here. So Solana is one of my first picks. Right now, we're only up 8% on the year. Okay, the year open over here, which again, it's not the best time to buy. I would probably wait for a retracement, but we can expect Solana to likely pump well and truly over, I'm going to say well and truly over a $400 token, right? It's been there, it's done that all before, right? If we come over here, look at this. $250 was basically its all-time high in the last bull run. Yes, inflation, yes, other factors that go into it, but I'm telling you right now, we've seen how much money is going to flow into the market because of Bitcoin. I think these altcoins are going to go absolutely crazy. Therefore, I expect this to at least 10x over the next few years. Number 2, again, ranking from highest market cap to lowest, we have Polygon. Now, again, Polygon is almost the same price as what it was in its low relative to the last like 3 years. Okay, so it's pretty good to look at the last 12 months and go, okay, we are still very, very low. Now, Polygon is likely one to explode as well. Look, this one has so much potential because of all the connections, even more so than Solana, okay? They've got some big names behind them. I think we all know who they are. And so I'm pretty well confident this is another guaranteed 10x. Again, I say that in the most non-financial way possible. Nothing in life is ever guaranteed. So I say this with at least certainty within what I have studied on this project. Again, I think even a 15x or more is definitely possible here. Going up just a market cap sense, 10x in that case would be absolutely within the eyes of possibility. And number 3 is one I have spoken about many, many times before, and they've recently upgraded the network to be much more sustainable for the long term. And that's because they've tried out an old model, didn't work. New model says much better, and that's Polkadot, okay? Guys, I said to you, if Polkadot under $5 is a damn well good price. Then it dropped to $4, and then it went under $4, and I was just like, okay, this is the time to buy, okay? This is another case of one of those projects that it falls, and it's down, you know, quite far from its all-time high. As you can see, its all-time high was well and truly over a 10x. And a lot of people don't see the green in the validation, so they just don't worry about it. Okay, they don't worry about it at all. And that's concerning to me because, again, that comes from a very much so person who only looks at the charts, right? So if there's someone who looks at the charts and goes, oh, look how high it was back then, and we're down, you know, on the 12-month or whatever, we're down 20, 30, 40%. That's a good thing, guys. That tells you you're buying discounts. You look at the fundamental aspects, what the team's doing, what the protocol is, upgrades, so on and so forth, as an indication, a glimpse into what it could be like in the future. So Polkadot's on my list. I think this project could most definitely hit $100. Absolutely. It's a fantastic network. And again, with the upgrade coming out soon, I saw a really cool video from Gavin, the founder, by the way. It's pretty much explaining how the new network will work, right? In terms of baking pancakes. It was kind of an interesting explanation. And so I think Polkadot most definitely, again, is completely warranted in this case. And so what about Chainlink? Well, Chainlink is at $10 right now, okay? And Chainlink's my next pick. Look, honestly, guys, a $10 price for Chainlink is a little steep. I'm not going to lie to you. In the last, 7 days, let's look at the last, 7 days will do. It's up like 40%, okay? This was one of my subscribers who was on a one-on-one call with, shout out to Jonty. We threw in quite a substantial amount of money back down here before it pumped. I think it was $7.50, maybe $7 we got in at. And we threw quite a bit of money in, and he made like 20 grand in a couple days because of this particular call. I'm really happy about that. And I think Chainlink's one that's going to continue to grow. Just where they're moving, essentially, like there's no room stopping it. They're not looking specifically to service the Web3 industry anymore through the Oracle service, guys. What they're looking to fundamentally be is the bridge between the real world and Web3 back and forth with tokenized assets as well. They're also competing with, you know, the likes of Quant and other such networks like Thorchain as like a DEX, and a DEX that interoperates with everything, right? And so, again, big things happening. I just don't see a world where Chainlink is low. Like, it's just gonna fly. And in my opinion, this can most definitely like 20x. It's one of the large caps that can definitely 20 plus x. And the next altcoin on the list, guys, you'd call me crazy if I didn't have it on this damn list, and that's Hedera Hbar. You'd literally call me crazy. Now look, I look at the last 12 months and I think to myself, beautiful, beautiful. We're at 5 cents. And again, just like Polkadot at $5, I was telling everyone 5 cents is the price to minimum be getting into this project. Anything lower than that, even better. I managed to pick up Hbar, a whole chunk of it actually, at about 45 cents, or 4.5 cents basically, right? I shouldn't say 45 cents, that's completely off. I would be crying if that was the case. Anyway, it's up a little bit right now, but again, in comparison to the last 12 months, it's not that bad at all. Even if we click the last, month, guys, it's pretty much at the open, okay? So again, we're looking at things like, when's the best time to buy? Yes, the best time would have been down here. 100% best time to buy would have been down here, right? But in saying that, I think it's definitely not a stupid idea to wait for a retracement, even at anywhere around 5 cents, and continue up from there. Next up, of course, just like Hbar, we have Quant. Now, Quant's a beautiful chart, in my opinion, an absolutely beautiful chart. Now, it was a bit of a late bloomer. It did pump up over here quite a bit, right? We're going to play, close to $200, 150, 200, there you go. And so we can't really look at the last 12 months as a great indication of, hey, this is where it was at its lows. But most definitely, I think, again, we're under $100. He was trading mostly on average around $100 over the last 12 months. And so in my opinion, yes, under $100 is still good. While we are up right now, again, wait for a retracement. One will definitely come. You'll probably be able to pick Quant up again for around $90 or so, fingers crossed. And I will definitely be buying more. I actually bought quite a large bag next to Hbar as well at about $87. So anyway, yay for me, right? Next up, we have NEAR. Now, I actually bought NEAR at just under $1 recently. I think under $1 for NEAR is just mind-bendingly crazy awesome. NEAR has a massive upgrade coming up in 2025, right? It's fundamentally what makes NEAR protocol. Right now, it's just a basic sharded network, and it's got really great developer activity, really great use right now on chain, at least what the beta's saying to us. But I think with this massive upgrade coming out, again, it's going to make NEAR. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on it, because everyone's going to be buying the news at that point, or at least some people will be buying the rumor. But we're way back here prepared for that. We're literally 12 to 18 months early for that news. When it comes out, mix them with the bull run, we're going to have degens left, right, and center buying this altcoin, and we're going to probably get an extra, probably 2, 3, 4x on top of what we could have before because of that. At least that's my intentions. Next up, and third last, we have MultiverseX. Currently at $28, a little bit sad because again, it was down a little bit more than $5 cheaper not too long ago, a little bit more actually. So, you know, I would have loved to get more of it back then. I do have an intention to buy more MultiverseX. I actually set myself the goal of buying 250. Let's have a look at how much it's actually worth right now. It's about $7,000. So my goal is to accumulate 250 more MultiverseX, and I think that's definitely going to be possible over the next few months here, because again, just like Polygon, for example, they recently had their X Day, and there's been some massive names dropped in that list. A lot of stuff to cover, too much for this video, but we've kind of got a glimpse into what they're dealing with here and what can really be happening, and it's massive, right? One of the most clean interfaces in the entire space, and again, they are competing with the likes of Near Protocol, Solana, Polygon, but I believe they're doing things a little bit more so towards the Near Protocol side, and I feel like they could be the new sort of Web3 based projects issuing in here, okay? So yeah, a lot of room to grow for this project, only at a 750 mil market cap. I know some of you probably thinking to yourself, 750 mil market cap, Kyron, I want 1000x. Well, good luck, buddy. You're gambling at that point. The chance that you hit 1000x, even 100x for some of these altcoins is a far stretch. You are gambling, right? Next up, Render Network, currently at $2. Yes, I admit, it's up a little bit right now. Last 12 months, we basically are towards the higher side of the price action. It was around $50 or so. No one really knew about Render back here. It was a little bit of a sad story. I remember the day when it actually started pumping up from this moment here, and it hasn't really looked back from there. So who knows if it even looks back from $2 from here. I think, again, we are due for a retracement. Nevertheless, it would be one to pick up for, I believe, for kind of like explosive returns in the bull run. Again, 700 million market cap right now. In my opinion, it's well and truly going to be a 20x plus, okay? Even more, depending on how the whole narrative behind decentralized rendering goes as well. And last, but I want to say, this one is definitely not least, probably one of my new favorites right now, to be honest with you. I've been preaching about this one for a minimum of 2 years now, and that's Mina protocol. Look at that massive pump it's had, right? It's literally, what is it now? Like, it's in the last day, 30-40%. It has come down. People have been taking profit, to be honest with you, but it was up like 70% as of about an hour ago. It was insane. Now, again, this is a prime example. What goes up is going to come down just as fast. So be very well aware of that. We've got a glimpse of what Mina protocol can do, and I really want to show you guys why, right? Why is Mina protocol pumping this much? Again, it's because of what the project is. It's so unique. It's in multiple layer one narratives, primary narratives that I talk about, and also has some massive announcements coming up for the next bull run. Huge upgrades, probably on par, if not a bit better overall than Near Protocol. So this is literally like a recipe for success, if there is ever one. Yep, right now it's got a 550 mil market cap. I guess boo-hoo for those of you who will complain about that. Just remember, now actually have passive staking rewards. All you have to do is hold your Mina tokens on any exchange, and you'll receive passive Mina tokens. Okay, so you can't really complain about that. I bought some more Mina recently, but for about, I think I had about 2,000 tokens. I've been passively accumulating anywhere between like 20 to 50 Mina per month over the last 2 years. It's kind of insane. So with that said, guys, that's my top 10 list for best altcoins you have to pretty much buy before the bull run, in my opinion. Some are up, most of them are up quite significantly right now. In comparison to where they go, we're talking a difference of, you know, maybe you could get an extra 100, 200% gains overall. So again, tomato, does it really matter? Probably not, but wait for a retracement. Be smart, not financial advice. Guys, thanks so much. Talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.